You want to come sit right there while I record? Yeah? It's a good girl. Your eyes are glowing. Oh, the baby. Hello, world of YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Cody the Writer. I just decided one day today to pull out a camera and talk to you guys and start this journey to have an AuthorTube channel. It's a place that I've thought about joining for a long time. I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I've never, talked to the people, talk to you beautiful people. My whole goal for this is to start a platform and connect with more writers and meet people like you. I wanted to kick off my channel by starting with a AuthorTube greeting or tag, whatever you want to call it. I actually got this idea from a AuthorTuber on here. Her name is Jenna Streety. I'll tag her channel down below so you guys can go and watch all of her amazing videos and see all the cool stuff she does. It was actually her video that inspired me to do this, to take this leap. She said, if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. I thought about it. Here we are. She did like a AuthorTube tag, just so you guys can get to know me, know what I'm about, judge for yourself if you think I'm cool or not. So I'm making this video so you guys can get to know me a little bit better before we embark on this journey together of, well, we'll figure out what that journey is together. There are a total of 12 questions that she had in the description of her video, and so I'm going to answer them all for you right now, today. If you can see the ring light in my glasses, please just ignore it. But the lighting is great. Question number 1 is, what is your book's pitch? So I am currently writing what I consider to be a new adult mystery thriller. That is probably the #1 genre that I read in. That's one of my favorite genres to read in. One of my current favorite authors right now is Frida McFadden. I've just been reading pretty much her entire backlog. The Teacher just came out the 6th, so it's 3 days ago. I already read it. It was a wild adventure. If you like psychological thrillers, I highly recommend her. But that is the genre that I'm going to be writing in, and if I had to describe it in one sentence, I would say, think Riverdale meets Pretty Little Liars meets I Know What You Did Last Summer. Question number 2. If you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? Cody the Writer is a story filled with twists, turns, ADHD, and a little bit of chaos. But that's okay, because he has a great personality. Question number 3, what do you usually write? I usually find myself writing some sort of mystery or thriller, since, it's the genre that I love to read the most, it's the one I love to write the most, but I do dabble in the world of fantasy. If it's got magic, if it's got dragons, sorcery, witchery, mystical creatures, sign me up, I'm there. My most recent fantasy read has been the Fourth Wing series by Rebecca Yarros. And I know there is a lot of hate, a lot of love. There's a lot of on both sides. I'm on the love side because let me tell you something. I love the characters. I love dragons. I like how she's written the dragons. I love the magic system. And listen, I am still emotionally healing from the way that Iron Flame ended. And Rebecca Yarros, if you see this, when's the sequel coming out? I need to know. Question number 4. What is a genre you would never write? Personally, okay, I know I just started talking about Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and they are considered romantasy. With that said, I would never write just a standalone romance. Yes, I may write some romance happening in my story, but there's gonna be some magic involved. There's gonna be some death involved. Maybe a little bit of murder. Like not just romance. It's gotta have something else with it for it to interest me in any way. Question number 5. What is your goal for starting AuthorTube? 1, I want to meet new friends. I have a lot of friends that, love to read. Obviously, I love to read, but I don't really have many friends that also love to write. And while those reader friends I can go to and like bounce ideas off of and be like, so this is what I'm thinking for this story, and this is kind of where I want it to go, and this is like the the twist that I want to incorporate in there, and these are all blah 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 blah. they can give me feedback and they can be like, oh, that's really cool. But also, like, I want to be able to do that for other people. And so I'm hoping that being on here helps me reach people like me that love to write, and we can just bounce ideas off each other instead of me just, you know, sharing all my ideas and they're like, oh, that's cool. And besides meeting new writer friends, I want to grow my author platform. You know, I'm not an author yet, but one day I hopefully will be. And in order to do that, I want to be able to meet people and have people see me and get to know me and get to know who I am. So whenever they hopefully inevitably buy the book that I'm publishing, they already love the author that wrote it. They already know the author that wrote it. The third thing that I want to accomplish with this is I want this to almost kind of be like an accountability thing between you guys and me, because if I have you guys coming to me in my comments section being like, hey, can we get another update on your book? If I haven't written anything or added to it, then I'm like, oh snap, I'm letting people down. I need to add more words to it. So hopefully having other people know that I'm doing this will, you know, propel me and motivate me to work a little bit faster, to want to write on those days where I really don't want to write, because, you know, we all have those days we don't want to write. And my last thing that I want to accomplish with this channel is I want to kind of have a log, a backlog of videos that future Cody can come back to and watch and enjoy and kind of relive the journey from little baby writer to published author. And hopefully you people here that are watching this video, you guys will get to go on that journey with me, and you'll get to experience all the highs and the lows of the writing process, the publishing process. My biggest goal is that in the end, we can all celebrate together and throw a big old party. If anything, I hope I can reach someone and they can watch these videos and be like, oh, I can do it too. And you can. We're gonna do it together. Question number 6, what made you start writing? So I love all forms of media. I love movies, TV shows, video games, books, obviously. I feel like I love being told a good story. I love something that can take me out of the woes of the day and transport me to this new world where I'm hanging out with these characters that I care about and I want to see them succeed. I've always loved to write stories. I mean, I've been writing, gosh, probably since I was in like the 5th grade. I remember the very first thing that I ever wrote was Mikey the Magnificent Monster, and it was a story about a monster that came to life out of a comic book, and it was the journey of this boy and this monster that came out of the comic book and him figuring out how to get him back into his own world, but also by the end he didn't want to have him back in his own world because that was his best friends. And you know, I feel like a lot of people growing up deal with that feeling of being alone sometimes. Most of the time, whenever we're feeling that, we turn to art, we turn to music, we turn to dancing, we turn to acting, we turn to all these media platforms, movies and things like that, and we get to hang out with characters that we love even when we feel alone. And so I feel like the reason that I want to start writing is so that I can create characters that hopefully someone other than me can relate to and love and not feel so alone in the world. Question number 7, what is your publishing path? I don't have one. I have no idea. I have done a lot of research, whether, you know, about traditional publishing versus self-publishing, and there are pros and cons to both. And I truly have no idea which path I'm going to go down. But listen, the first step is we got to finish the book. Stick around for that. Question number 8. What is your biggest writing struggle? I am what the kids call a perfectionist. I want the words that I'm writing on that day to be just as good as one of my favorite books that I just finished reading. And yes, I hear you all screaming at me through your computer. I know that's not possible. And so this year, one of my biggest goals of the year was to let myself write a messy first draft, and everything will come out in the wash in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th draft as I move forward. Having that mindset has definitely helped me this year, because I started the year with my novel at around 8,000 words, and I'm currently sitting at around 17,000. So I've definitely made a lot of progress so far this year, and I'm hoping to have this final first draft done this year. The goal is to have it done before December 31st of 2024. Hold me accountable to that. Question number 9, what is your best writing skill? So I feel like I'm really good at creating like deep characters. I feel like I'm really good at giving them a backstory, having a diverse set of characters that all come together. One of my favorite tropes is found family in any story. Like nothing I love more than a bunch of like misfits who don't feel like they belong anywhere else, but they find that they fit perfectly with each other. And it's just this group of people that come together and they're their found family, and it's just the best thing in the whole world, okay? It just is. I feel like because I love that trope so much, I put a lot of time and focus into making sure each of my characters is more than just a name on a page. They are a person. I even create little avatars for them. I give them family stories, backstories, which is things that everyone should do in their writing. You should have very well fleshed out characters if you want them to be believable characters for your readers. Question number 10. If you're new to AuthorTube, which I am, what is your biggest question for other AuthorTubers? I feel like if I had a question, it would be, how do you find a way to pave your own path and stand out in what feels already like an oversaturated platform? I mean, obviously, there's billions of books in the world. So how do you, as an author, find a way to stand out and reach a fan base? I mean, here on YouTube, there's a lot of AuthorTubers that give really great advice. And while currently I don't have the answer to this question, I just decided that I'm gonna take a chance in 2024. I'm going to finally do it. I'm going to record myself. I'm going to talk to my screen. I'm going to talk to the people of YouTube, put myself out there and see what happens. Because everyone starts somewhere, and if you never try, you never know what could happen. And I'm excited to go on this journey to find the answer to how I will one day stand out amongst the many, many, many other AuthorTubers in the world. Question number 11. I'm gonna have to read this one off my screen because I have ADHD and I can't remember the whole thing. Are you looking for any new channels to follow, betas, CPs, or other type of writer buddies? If so, tell us what you're looking for and connect with them in the comments. I am just looking for writing buddies. So hey, if you like to write and you wanna be my writer friend on the YouTubes, then you just comment on down below and I would love to talk to you. I wanna hear your struggles, I wanna hear your successes, I wanna hear it all. And I wanna, root you on from the sidelines. And hopefully along the way, I'll find people that'll be rooting me on from the sidelines, which, I already have people in my real life that are rooting me on from the sides, but they just don't get it like we do. They just don't get it. But yeah, that's really all I'm looking for here. I'm just looking for some writing friends. So leave me a comment. And the last question number 12, is what are you most excited for during this new, fresh start of AuthorTube? Like I said, I'm looking to get on here to start my author platform, grow that platform, and meet all kinds of amazing, cool writers like you people on the other side of the screen. And hopefully one day someone comes across one of my videos and they see someone that is just like them, someone that struggles, someone who doesn't have motivation sometimes, someone who has a busy schedule but still is struggling to find time to fit in the writing, fit in the words, because I've had so many amazing AuthorTubers on here that have inspired me. And so if I can inspire half the people that I'm sure they've inspired, then I will consider this channel a big success. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. If you like the video and you want to, stick around and follow me on this journey, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified anytime I upload a video, my current plan is to upload one video every week, and I'm thinking that's going to be on Mondays. Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to say hello to you, and I'd love to chat with you guys about what you're working on. Until the next time we see each other, bye!